All right, so we just got done watching the Bengals, the Bungles, take it to Tennessee, and that's the first road win in Bungle postseason histoire. Tell me that ain't crazy. The third time Tennessee has hosted a playoff game, and they're 0 for 3 in hosting playoff games. And so I don't know how the Bengals won, man. They were falling apart, but that's why they play the games. That's fun. Look, man, I like that. All right, a couple things I know is no one on here yet. You're probably like, what? Doing a live stream? I just figured I'd jump on this because I got some time before the next game. The Pack, I predict the Pack will win. All right, and so we had a good time watching that game with my boy Liam, and my wife was watching a little bit. Finney was growling at the Bengals because the Tiger helmets, I guess. My last two videos won't play. Well, did they take him? Did YouTube take him down? Hey, Jacksonville. I don't think YouTube took him down, did they? Yeah, I'm showing it right here, man. I'm showing it up there. So I'm not on Rumble today. I just want to set this up for the next game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live stream. I think the next game kickoffs at 8:15. Oh boy, we're not just talking about football, dude. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I got 720 views so far. So anyway, so we're not just going to talk about. I do want to talk about a couple of things that actually financial planning related, but I like doing live streams. I know. Catch y'all later. I like doing live streams. It's fun. I'm too lazy to set up a time to do them specifically. Once you break free from corporate America, it's awful hard to go back to a time clock. Let me just tell you. So say we're going to do a live stream at 9 a.m. Oh man, like who's that guy? Scott Adams and who else does them every day? Well, Owen Benjamin. Somebody else does them every day. I'm like, man. Oh, Mark is saying Pack 27-14. Dan saying Joe Burrow is going to be the best quarterback if they can keep him healthy. The problem with Joe Burrow is third and short about the 35, and they had not one, not two, not three, but 4 sacks that put him out of field goal range 4 times. One time the guy got it, the kicker, it was a 54-yarder, which I was like, man. And then the other time was a penalty, which gave him the ball back. But I was like, Burrow, you got to freaking pull your head out of your butt and get that ball out of there. If it's third down and you're on the Titans 35 or so, you got to freaking get that ball out of there if you're going to lose yards, man. That was a 100%, man. That was not an interception. And the announcers, I'm sitting there. Did you not see the grass pop up? The grass was the grass was popping up, man, on that interception. I said the grass was popping up, and which means it was on the ground. And they say if it's simultaneous, I said, but it wasn't. That was stupid. That's the thing is the NFL is good at making the games close. I don't think it's fixed that we know the guy's going to kick a 54-yarder with no time on the clock, but I do think that there's a lot of incentive to keep the games close, if that makes sense. Yeah, 100%. I could believe it. And Rick says, hopefully the Bills win tomorrow. Don't want Kansas City. Yeah, if the Bills win tomorrow, they'll be hosting the AFC Championship. And you all might not remember, but the Redskins and the Vikings in 87 or 88. 88. Yeah. 80, it was 88. Redskins and the Vikings were the 5th and 6th seed in the NFC wild card. And the Vikings went to RFK to play the Redskins. That's the year that Doug Williams was a quarterback, where we beat the Broncos. I don't know if y'all remember that, where Timmy Smith had 206 yards and we never heard from him again. Anyway, so last 2 videos are on Rumble. Yeah, all my videos are on Rumble. The ones I don't put on Rumble are my live streams. My live streams I usually do on Rumble. It's kind of a pain to set up. It's not that hard, but if I'm doing a quick live stream, I won't put on Rumble. Like this is not on Rumble. And the ones I do, I'm walking. And one of these days I'll get a better mic. Pulverizer always gripes. Hey, your mic, man. Sorry, I do need to get a better mic. So I'll get a better mic so I can do while I'm walking. All right, so I did want to go into. I wanted to share with you guys. See if I can't find the. Boy, I'm probably not going to find the. I'm going to find the comics. I was surprised. Let me just hold on just a second. Let me just go over here. I'm gonna go to my channel. I was surprised. I don't want to say I'm surprised. I shouldn't say I'm surprised anymore. I was it was this guy commented on one of my videos. Let's see if I can't find it. And it's a typical comment. I'm just so surprised that about investment. And I just want to see if I can hold on just a second. Got too many windows open. Too many windows to too many windows. Too many windows to too many windows. Too many convoy. I got a copyright strike because I played that convoy thing the other day. All right, so we got where was it here? Oh boy. Okay, now I gotta verify myself. Oh boy. Right there. Hold on just a second. Now I gotta verify myself. All right. All right, hold on just a second. Oh, now I gotta open the Google app on the phone. Good night, man. It's killing me. I mean, what the heck? Do I need to do all this crap? All right. And yes, it's me. There's the number. All right, sweet. And by the way, don't if you think that you're not being tracked, you're being tracked. I mean, for everything we do, you're being tracked. Just remember that. I know a lot of people say, like, I don't want to use right capital because I don't want to be tracked, or I don't want to do this because I'm gonna be tracked. I'm like, dude, if you think the CIA isn't tracking you right now, I don't know what to tell you, man. Dude, I already did verify me. All right, I'm not sure what's going on here. All right, so I'm not sure why I got to. All right, I got to do this again. I mean, if they want you badly enough, they're going to get you. There's nothing you can do about it. All right. So let's try to see if that works. All right. So while we're waiting for that to potentially show up, did you see the BMJ? I put an article post about the British Medical Journal, how they're starting. The rats are sinking the ship, fleeing the ship, my friends. The BMJ is like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I find it funny because when the Truth and Reconciliation Committee meet, the people who promoted, you know what, are going to be going to long prison terms. I don't actually think that's going to happen. The cabal was too big. The cabal was too brutal. But there's going to be somebody will pay the price. It's going to be a low-level bureaucrat, probably. You know what I'm saying? But so the British Medical Journals get in front of it. This is not just some opinion piece. This was the editors at large, the editors of the BMJ, and they're basically. Let me just read it to you real quick because I was like, damn, I was stunned to see this, and this right here. Despite the global rollout of the JABAs and treatments, the anonymized participant level data underlying the trials for these new products remain inaccessible to doctors, researchers, and the public. Did you hear that, my friends? Safe and effective, yet the anonymized participant level data underlying the trials for these products remains inaccessible to doctors, researchers, and the public, and are likely to remain that way for years to come. This is morally indefensible on all levels, but especially for those involving major public health interventions. That is the British Medical Journal. Did you hear that? So all these fools out there saying safe and effective, we have the data, it's proven. Why is BMJ saying it's been inaccessible for researchers, doctors, and the general public? And the BMJ is also saying this is indefensible for any trial, but especially for those involving major public health interventions. You got to be kidding me. What's the weather up there, Eric? How cold is it? All right, so I'm not going to be able to find that. But anyway, just as an FYI, so all these fools out there are saying, oh my goodness, trust the science. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. I mean, I'm sorry, you don't, because they haven't had access to the data. All right, so I want to share with you, I think it's right here. I'm not gonna be able to find it, man. All right, I'm just gonna show you. So basically, the issue is, hey, Brad, que paso? The issue was that everyone seems to discount. I wish I could find these quotes. I'm not gonna be able to do it in the time we have because Eric wants to get back to the Packers game. Ooh, I'm sure Denise wants to get back to the Packers game. They want me to wear my hat right there. Carolyn wants me to wear my Packers hat, my cheese head. You know, I am going for the Packers, but I just want to. I'm going to share this with you. Hold on, so share screens. All right. Hope you all can see this. Yeah. All right. So this is back testing. All right. We're back testing. We're going to back test 3 different funds. We're going to back test from 2000 to 2009er. All right. And I'm stunned how many people forget how bad it was. So we got the total stock index, we got Wellington, and we got the Fidelity balanced. All right, just for simplicity. We can go deeper in that. We can make I don't think they had VUG back then. How long has VUG been around? I don't think VUG's been around long enough. Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta put, okay. Actually, what we'll do is we'll change this to VUG. I don't think VUG's been around long enough. VUG, and analyze. Yeah, all right. So what's the, if anyone knows off the top of your head, what is the Vanguard large cap growth index fund? Let me see it right here. Vanguard, Vanguard, large cap VLAX. Okay, we'll type in that VLAX. Oh, VLAX. There we go. I want growth. Yeah, I think that's it. Large cap growth. Well, all right, we'll just use this. We'll use large cap. I don't want to use large. Well, we'll just do it. All right. What the hell's the event? Anyone know what the large cap growth? I can't find. There's Denise. Ooh, the Packers are playing. Ooh, gotta watch the Packers. I've already been busting on Eric and Carolyn, Denise. So don't be thinking I'm just picking on you. VGAX. Okay, cool. Now is that the Admiral shares? Yeah, I want the. I don't want the Admiral shares. I don't think it's VGAX. What was it? Let's take a look. VGAX. And say I don't want the Admiral shares. What does my man say? MRG. I don't know. That does MRGX. I want large cap growth index. I don't think that's it. EM. I don't even know what that is. Right. Give me the just. We got to go back to 2000. No, it's not VLAX. It's a large cap growth. Vanguard Large Cap Growth Index Fund. One of y'all have to know that. The Vanguard Large Cap Growth Index. Well, all right, hold on a second. Vanguard Large Cap Value. I can't find it. It's not. It's the A means Admiral shares. All right, we're just gonna have to. No, it's not VGAX. VGAX is the large Vanguard Growth Index. All right, well, we'll run with that's the Admiral shares. I don't want the Admiral shares. I want the investor shares. It's not VLAX, I don't think. Let's see. VLAX. It's large cap. I need the growth. So Vanguard Large Cap Growth Investor Shares. Large Cap Growth Investor Shares. VMRGX did not show up. VMR. Yeah, I don't know what VMRGX is. Yeah. All right. So we'll have to give anyone else. All right, we're gonna find this now. All right, so let's just go back to portfolio visualizer. What we'll do is all right, so we're just going to type in Vanguard large cap growth. Why is it not showing up? This is weird to me. We got VUG, Vanguard growth, Vanguard large cap. Well, I don't want to use the large cap index because I don't want just the large cap. I want the growth side. And you can see large cap is VV. I don't want that. VWUSX. I think that's it. There we go. VWSX. We'll use that one. That's good enough. All right. That's good enough for government work. All right. So what we're going to do here. We got $100,000 in the Vanguard. All right. Or we got $100,000. We retired on the 1st of January, 2000. We're going to wake up 10 years from now. It'll be December 31st, 2009. We started with $5,000 a year coming out of the portfolio, and we're taking distributions. We're adjusting for inflation. All right. So we're adjusting for inflation. So everybody with me so far? Again, 2000 to 2009, $100,000, or what is that? $1,100,000. It doesn't matter. It's 5% is what we're taking out. Yeah, $100,000. And we're not rebalancing or anything. We got 3 different portfolios: the total stock index, the Vanguard growth, U.S. growth fund, which I remember it well, and we got Wellington. All right, we're going to come down here and we're going to see where we stood. So here, right here, is the U.S. growth fund. So that's done. I mean, your goose is cooked. Here, right here, is the total stock index. You're down to $31,000 after 10 years. I mean, the idea that, well, the growth always comes back, and that, the growth comes back if you have money in there. That's the point. The point is, if this is you on the front, I can't remember the guy. He's like, because I was saying to take a defensive, I said, take a defensive position. I mean, if you're about ready to retire, and the guy's like, I got to find that quote because it's endemic, typical of people who forgot the past. And I cannot stress enough, if you're about to freaking hang up your boots, man, and you're sitting, let's see. Oh, man. Well, maybe it was this one. Yeah. Well, this guy's, man. This guy says, I've always heard that when you think you're ready to retire, just give it one more year. Your freaking your time is dwindling. You can't get, you could give it one more year of misery. Why? He says, that way you can decide if you want to retire or not. One more year, one more paycheck, one more bonus. Freaking mind boggling. Time is your enemy when you're in your 50s and 60s. You don't have that much time left. Bah! By the way, I don't have a WhatsApp. So if you see WhatsApp and someone pointing up or something like that who pretends to be me, it's not me. All right. All right. Here's a guy, my man Kevin. I've seen him around before. If you're retiring early, now is not a good time. Wait till the summer when the market is shaking itself out. What? You don't. All right. All right, so this guy says, man, my thing about taking a defensive position, that's terrible advice. I bet you think the difference between an 80% loss and a 90% loss is 10%. Okay, I don't, but whatever. I'm not going to be able to find this. You guys are making me nervous. Nervous, I can't find it. All right. I can't take these Bitcoin promoters. I try to get rid of them. But right here, I try to get rid of the Bitcoin promoters, and I can tell who they are a minute of what mile away, because they always have 1,000 different thumbs up from their comments. And I know they're gone. All right. I'm not going to be able to find it, but anyway, so, that's too bad. I was hoping I'd be able to find it. But the point being is the guy is basically saying it always comes back. Well, it didn't come back for U.S. growth fund. You're done. Here's the total stock fund. You're done. Now here's Wellington fund. Even Wellington fund is down below your starting point after 10 years. Now, people say, what if I did 4%? If I only did 4% a year instead of 5%, that'd be much better. Oh, maybe that's the annuity video I did, because I did an annuity where Clark Howard was wrong. That's probably what it was. Do another video on that. I hope I still got people here. U.S. Growth Fund. Your goose is cooked. Here is the what's this? Total stock. This is Wellington Fund. You're at 122, and here's a total stock index. You're at 46,000. I mean, if you're taking money out of a declining market, your butt is kicked. This is why I cannot stand the whole Dave Ramsey 10 to 12%, where you can take 7% a year off. It's nuts. It's nuts. We're not even coming close to 7% a year off. We're at, this is 4%. That's it. All right. So now we're going to say, okay, now we're going to go to 2022. And this is where I have egg on my face, because look, just like I said, Josh, you came back. An ideal reality. All right. So here's Wellington. Now we're back up to 130. Here's a total stock index. It's at $49,000. That's, wait 1 second. I gotta go to 2000. Yeah, 2022. Did not. Maybe it's not. 1 second. Blink. There we go. Here's Wellington. Should be much higher than that. Total stock index is. Do we go all the way back? Why is it not going all the way back? What's going on here? 2021. I'm not sure why it's not letting me go to 2021. Oh, why is it just stopping there? Oh, at least one of the portfolios, because U.S. growth. All right, let's get rid of U.S. growth. I gotcha. So if U.S. growth doesn't survive, everything else, they get rid of everything else. I mean, you think they still run the other stuff. All right, here you go. So here's Wellington and total stock index. And you're going to see both are now above even. Here's what's this? This is Wellington right here, and Wellington's at 283. The total stock index is at 74,000, and this is 4% a year over the last 13 years. So where the total stock index at the end of February was down to 33,000, has come back to 78,000. You're still 22% below where you started, and you're taking 4% a year off of a very, very low balance. Wellington, you're sitting pretty. There's no other way around that. But what's more likely to happen now going forward? This is what I don't understand. I don't understand. What is more likely to happen going forward? Another of these guys or another of these guys? I just, it boggles my mind how people don't get this. I don't understand. And people say it always comes back. It always comes back if you're still in the game. If you run out of money, it doesn't always come back. That's the whole point about sequence of return risk. It actually infuriates me, because I'm sitting there thinking average returns mean nothing. The whole point about sequence of return risk isn't so much because you got smoked on the front end. Everyone thinks it does. The point about the sequence of return risk is that when the markets start picking back up and opening up the freaking gaskets, or opening up the throttle here, you'll get all your money back that you lost on the front end. But the sequence of return risk says because you took so much out on the front end, you don't have any money left to take advantage of those great returns. You don't. So 2000, 2009, yes, you recovered, right? You still have money in the total stock index, but you don't have very much, because your money was so low that even when the market started galloping, here's galloping all the country way, you didn't have enough in there to take much advantage of it. That's the sequence of return risk. It's not a freaking joke, man. And these people put, the markets, all annuities, all this. I'm like, this is freaking insanity. And the only thing I could possibly think, because I read the comments, I'm sitting there thinking, this is nuts. And the only thing I can think is that people don't understand the difference between accumulation mode and decumulation mode. And they don't, either A, because they're still in accumulation mode, A, or B, is that they never worked with people who are in decumulation mode while the market is getting killed. I'm telling you right now, man, I'll tell you till I'm blue in the face. 2018, Q4 2018. All right, the market was down 19.4%. But you know what it looks like? Let me show you something here. look, I'm not trying to yell at people. I really don't. I don't get how people don't see the flipping inherent risk that's there. 2018, hope you all can see this. Total stock index was down, let's say 5.2%. 5.2. But Josh, that's no big deal. It's only 5.2. Q4 of 2018, it was down 19.4. In one quarter, it was almost at a bear market. Almost. Let me tell you, man, if you retired and you're down 19% of your capital, all the while you're pulling money out in one quarter's time, you don't look at that as a little freaking blip on paper and say, oh, it's only a 5.26% gain, a loss. 2011, in July to August 15th, the market was down about 15%. And you're just retired or you're about to retire, you don't even see it on here, do you? You don't. It still is in the black. You made money in 2011. I'm telling you right now, I had people call me scared crapless because the market was down 15% in that 35-day time. And they were scared poopless. And the interesting thing is we can look in hindsight, oh, yeah, no big deal. Look at that. You came back. The next year, you're up 16%. Next year, up 18, 33%. No big deal. You did not, hey, buddy, you did not know this at this time. You did not know that at this time. You did not know it in March of 2020. The hindsight is 2020 crap has got to stop when it comes to you specifically and freaking hanging up the boots. You don't have the power of hindsight. And I was talking to my wife the other day. I think I said this on the live stream the other night. You know, when we were, we didn't have any money and we had to fix the roof and all that stuff. It's like, where the hell's the money coming from? I look back on that time fondly now, but during that time, it was freaking scared the crap out of us. We're like, where's the money coming from, man? There's no money. You know what I'm saying? Now we look back, so we survived. We did not know that back then. And so just because you see these little blips, you're like, it's no big deal. I can handle that. I can handle that. Do you not know that even this is worse? I'm showing you 37% down. It was down 57%. The total stock index was from October 2007 to March 9th of 2009. That's over a half of your capital. Oh, but your average, Josh, your average rate of return is XYZ. I don't give a rat's behind what your average return is. I care about the annual returns and whether or not you're able to freaking handle that because you just stopped putting money in. So I want to say something what Tim says. Okay, so all right. Anyone want to say what's wrong with Tim's thing here? I'm going to read it to you. You guys tell me because this is a big misconception here too. In the old days with pensions, and look, Tim's a good guy. He's been around, but this is completely wrong. In the old days with the pensions, this wasn't such an issue. Now that we're all dealing with 401ks, it's a big deal. What's wrong with his scenario here? All right. Because everyone makes a mistake. Not everyone, not people who've been watching my shows or reading my books. And you can look at this book right here, right? Debunk this because this happens all the time. In the old days where there's a pension. So who's going to say why is Tim wrong here? Hey, Dana. Dana just got back from Amados. You rat fink, Dana. You rat fink. By the way, I like Maine better than Michigan. I'm going to share with you why here in just a second. So for my cold retirement place, I'm going back to Maine or New Hampshire. Just what's everybody? What's wrong with Tim? I'm just handling Tim, man. Tim, I'm giving you a hard time. Don't take this personally. All right. Why is Tim wrong? James doesn't get it. Linda, nope. Sorry, Linda. Wrong. Denise doesn't get it. Come here, Pablo. Come here. My man Pulverizer. Dad's Teamsters pension went bankrupt. Not all had pensions. All that's good, but the issue is the vast majority of people did not. So remember the. Come here. Where'd you go? Come here. Everyone wants to see Pablo. Everyone wants to see the Pops. There he is. Oh, look at that pretty dog. Oh, give me a kiss. Pablo, Packers or Niners? We're going for the Pack. By the way, there's no way Tom Brady put that thing in his body. I'm sorry. Everyone gripes on Rodgers. I guarantee they said to Tom Brady, look, just pretend you did and don't say anything about it and we'll walk away. And Aaron Rodgers is now saying they're using the horse dewormer in NFL. Anyway, the point being is the vast majority of people did not have pensions. That's why they had, and on top of that, the people did, their pensions were at risk. Why did you think they came up with ERISA, Employee Retirement Income Security? Good guy. What are you doing, buddy? Pablo, could you be any cuter? Oh my goodness, I just want to give you a hug. Yes, I do, gorgeous. Yes, I do. Man, you want to hear something crazy? I was talking to a lady today, and I'm sure she went, I'm not going to say who it is. Her freaking neighbor shot her 2 dogs. Shot her 2 dogs. The neighbor said he was being attacked by him. He was in his pickup truck and shot down. I mean, if you're being attacked by a dog, was he a freaking Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex? Because you're in your freaking pickup truck. He shot down. I said, man, someone, anyway, it's crazy. I was considering Michigan until, all right, so I'm getting excited. We're trying to rush this because I know some of you Packer fan got to watch the Pack. So remember, I was fine and dandy till someone sent this to me, and then I got COVID. I think it was COVID. Who knows? I think it was COVID who was in here. I think Fauci sent this to me, and under the guise of someone else. I think Fauci sent this to me. Freaking Fauci. Probably anthrax in there. All right. Yeah, vinyl, man. What's vinyl's gone? All right. So the point being is only 40% of people had pensions. The vast majority, this is 40% of private employee. And so anyway, let's go back. The Employee Retirement Income Security Act, ERISA, that came to fruition because of pensions not being funded. They weren't. And so people said, I thought I had a pension. Sucks to be so sad. Too bad, so sad. And that's where ERISA came from. And the company said, whoa. You want me to fund this? And they said, yeah, you got to fund it. So I'm not offering I'm not offering a pension. I'm going to offer a 401k. So the vast majority of people, A, never had one. And B, the ones that did were not the regular middle class. It's mostly the upper echelon. So, and I'm just picking on my aunt Tim, no big deal. But did you hear that Tony Romo? I was watching this thing on YouTube. It's pretty funny. So some guy's married to some University of Wisconsin soccer player or something like that. And, and the guy tripped somebody on the football field. And Tony Romo says, man, he's getting good. I guess he's getting good lessons from his wife or so. I bet it was just funny. Tony Romo, that guy he's freaking fantastic. I can't stand Joe Buck, but I do like Troy. But Tony Romo he cracks me up. I'm a big fan. I'm not saying I'm not crushing. I'm not saying I'm not going to go to Michigan on vacation. My goodness. But here, let me show you why. And so this right here, I'm going to share with you a screen my man sent to me, and he said I could use it. I'm not. Well, actually, before I share, I got to. I can't. I want to make sure that there's no personal data. So I'll clean that up. Right here. Let me just hold on just a second. Y'all can see. Yeah, okay, good. Michigan looks fantastic. But let me just make sure there is no personal information in here. No, there's not. All right, that's fantastic. All right, so we're gonna go to Maine. And look, this is just fun. I enjoy it. So we're gonna go to number of sunny days in Maine. And we got, where was I going here? Right here. Because my wife will go insane if there's not sun. Let's just put it that way. So we go here and we go to, here is Georgia. We got 112 clear days. That's a Macon, 112 clear days. All right. And we get almost 3,000 of sun. All right. So that's Georgia. And if we click on here, we'll see Atlanta. 110 sunny days, 107 partly sunny days. So total days with sun, 217. Buddy, hold on. So we have 217 days with sun. So we go down to Michigan. Come here. Oh, you want to leave? Okay. Oh, look up. You're going to hurt something, buddy. Go ahead. There you go. All right. So we go over to Michigan. And I forgot what we had, but we have, Grand Rapids, only 160. Ooh, I ain't going to cut it, man. I ain't going to cut it. I was like, ooh, my wife she needs sun. She's, she'll kill me, literally. I will die. If I said, let's move to Michigan, and if she only had that many days of sun, she will take me out. So we go to Maine, and oops, what happened? Oh, they don't have the thing here, but right here. No, what happened? Oh, no, 200 right there. We got 200 days with sun. That's a 27% difference. And then I went to, so check this out. This guy sent me, this is freaking awesome. Let me show you here real quick. All right. The Packer fan is still here. I can't believe that guy. It's why we go to Florida and Michigan right on. Actually, this I was reading someplace that said Miami doesn't have that much sunshine. There's a lot of overcast. I said, Miami, Florida? Who would have thought? Anyway, so check this out. Yeah, Carl says there's a great song by someone named Ben Harper. She's only happy in the sun. Probably explains why women love the beach and men we don't care as much. All right, so yeah, there's no personal information. This yeah, at some point I'll see if this guy will let me do more with this. Anyway, so he ranked his states, and he did it by sunny days. Right, where was it? Right here, sunny days. All right, so this is number 5, and I just emailed him and said, how'd you get the Oklahoma is number 5 in sunny days? And I can't remember how we got that, so I'm finding out. He's going to email me back. 8 is Kansas. All right, so then we're going to go over to the great state of Michigan right there, and it ranks 44 in total sunny days. A lot of clouds, man. That's a lot of clouds. That's not going to work for my better half. Ohio, 43 in total sunny days. Then I go down to, here's Georgia, where I'm at right now. Check this out. We're 16, not so bad. And then I go down to the great state of Maine, and we are 23. So that's still in the top half. Then we go to the great state of New Hampshire. And I look, New Hampshire, Maine. I mean, I'm from Maine. I'm a Mainer, but New Hampshire has a lot of benefit. I just like the Free State Project. New Hampshire's 36. What? That seems weird. But anyway, so then you can see Nevada's number 3, but I don't want to live in Nevada. And then we got where's Wyoming on here? I bet that's got to have something, but it's too windy in Wyoming. 15. So there you go. And then the last one, of course, would be the great state of Virginia or Commonwealth, 26. Not so bad. And then Tennessee. Let's find Tennessee. Actually, Florida should be. You'd think Florida's got to be way high up. Yeah, 25. Isn't that weird? That's crazy. Sunshine State was only 25. Tejas is 7. Too hot for me unless I'm in East Texas. Here's Tennessee. All right, so let's see Tennessee. 22. So I mean, that's Maine and Tennessee got a lot of similarities. South Carolina doesn't do it for me. I'm just telling you. 13. I know a lot of y'all love South Carolina. It doesn't do it for me. I got to get a little bit north. I need Arkansas. Let's take a look. 10 in Arkansas. Interesting. How about Indiana? 39. Yeah, those who would have thought the upper Midwest would be so dark? Alabama 27. Let me just look at South Dakota right here. Gotta be pretty good. South Dakota 21. Oh wow. Anyway, so this guy sent me. I mean, it's just tons of stuff. Crime index, crime rating, FEMA disasters, obesity, whatever that is. Obesity. I don't know what it is. Population density, state sales tax, average home price, state property tax. This guy just went to work, man. It's crazy. Cost of living index. So I love that. That was fantastic. I can't remember. I mean, states with mountain ranges often have different weather on different sides. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Anthony. So, like, if you look at Washington State, the east side of it is going to be sunny and the west side is going to be cloudy. The east side is just too dry. There's a guy on here. He doesn't like me anymore because my anti-jab take, but he was actually very upset. Okay, I won't tell you, bud. Anyway, he lived on the east side, and he had sent me a picture one time when he still liked me, and it looked beautiful. And then I took Chloe out there. I said, nah, man, it's too brown. I can't take the brown. I need the green. Oh, people dropping off because the pack game has started. I can see. Indiana, Jill was ranked in the Sun. I think it was 30 something, 39 out of 50, 39 out of 50. In some states, the population is pretty dense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's my whole thing. Look, people are dropping off of this. I've always enjoyed maps. I've liked them. I love it. I love looking at realtor.com. I love looking at Google Maps. I love it. I just love looking at stuff. I like taking trips to places I've never been. I don't want to live in a city. I wouldn't mind living in a small, like, I was looking at Ashland, Ohio. Now that seems freaking awesome. Ashland, Ohio is like the perfect town, if you ask me. It's got a university there. If memory serves, I think it's a Christian university. It's the county seat. It's like 50 miles from Dayton or Toledo or something like that, and 50 miles or 75 miles from Columbus. I can't remember, but I just remember, man, it's green. It's got it's a county seat. It's got a county. Let me show you my charts here. But I can't move there. It doesn't have enough sun. I gotta have sun, man. I don't need sun like Phoenix. We've already done the Phoenix thing, but it's got to. We've already done South Texas, but we gotta have some sun. So here's Ashland. Yeah, y'all can see that. 53,000 in the county, 20,000 in the town, with perfect size. Within 75 to 50 miles away from the two bigger cities of. And I've never been to Ohio. I mean, I've been through it, but I don't know anything about Ohio. Anyway, the median home value, and I can't remember the date, what this was, probably 2019, 129 or 125. Median property tax with 1%. That's not so bad. And then if we go to the nice thing about looking for a school, I'm looking, hold on just a second, like Cleveland, Tennessee. Lee University is in Cleveland, Tennessee, and Lee University is a Christian school, and it has a big enough student population that it's got energy, if that makes sense. But it's a Christian school too. I had let's call him a friend, but he lives in New Hampshire, and he sent his kid. Where did he live in? I think he's from the Midwest. For some reason, I think he's in New Hampshire. I can't remember, but anyway, he sent his kids to Lee University, and they freaking loved it, man. And it's it's right up north, east of Chattanooga, not too far east. A great town, dude. It's a great town. The great walkable downtown. So they got the school, as a benchmark to keep activity going, to keep it active, if that makes sense. To keep it, not hopping like a drunken Athens, Georgia, but just to keep it involved. A county seat's always a good thing because that's more permanent activity. Anyway, so that was what got me started on this whole thing. I went up to do my tour through Tennessee, and I was walking around Cleveland, Tennessee. I said, this is like a perfect town. It's got everything you could possibly want. It's got Chattanooga, hop and skip away. If you really want to make a trek down to Atlanta, you can go down to Atlanta. It's 2 hour, probably an hour and a half to 2 hour drive. It's perfect. So that's still high on the list. So something like that is I'm looking for sure. And then when my man started telling me about Hastings, Michigan, I said, man, this place it's freaking awesome. It's like green trees. It's walkable. It's, red county in terms of red with, not freaking bunch of libs. I said, perfect. And I was like, I can handle that. Then I started looking up more, and like Holland, Michigan came up, and a lot of y'all emailed me that. And then I started looking. I said, oh man, too cloudy. I can't take it. Well, I don't mind. The other half would. So I was like, yeah, that sucks. But so we're kind of back to where we started, but it's still fun. And anyway, so I was doing this thing because some of you all might like that. I mean, I don't as much as you. I could, but she can't. So then I started. That's where I kind of came up with, doing my oops, I want to go here. Small college towns. Yeah, y'all can see it, right? So here's Ashland University. Ashland is county seat. Ashland, okay, whatever. But they got 8,500 people there. I mean, that's a big enough school where it won't be going bankrupt tomorrow. And because it's not Oberlin College, which is crazy lefty, it's like a Christian school. Now I don't know anything about these other places, like Batavia. I don't know anything. So, but if we go to Tennessee, right here, and we're gonna go to Cleveland. I got to put the thing in there. So here's East Tennessee University. Johnson City doesn't do that much for me, to be honest with you. So here's Cleveland. Perfect. 5679, 5,679 kids that go there. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland's a great little town. I forgot the county it's in, but it's perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Like, here's Maryville is fantastic. Maryville is a great, great town. I love Maryville. Bristol, that's up. If memory serves, that's Bristol on the northeast side of Tennessee, the Virginia line. I didn't even know they had a college there, so that's interesting. So let's look up Bristol or King. What does it say? King University in Bristol. So we're gonna look up King University, Bristol, Tennessee. So let's take a gander, shall we? It's awful hard to beat that East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia area, man. It's friggin' in terms of scenery, it's just gorgeous. Oh yeah, look at this. All right, sweet. But Josh, if you're looking for a Christian school, that means you're discriminated against people who aren't Christian. So help me. That's the way it's got to be. I mean, if people were, so I frankly don't care. I care about my wife. Just remember, God, family, country. Family comes first. That's a fact. All right. So anyway, we go to King University here, Christian school dedicated to the integration of rigorous academics and faith. Like Texas A&M is a non-woke school for the most part, but even Texas A&M is going to be woke enough to tick you off. You know what I'm saying? So all these public universities, they're all just woke, man. I mean, like there's some various departments that aren't. UCLA economics department, but at the end of the day, man, it's just you can't. I just don't want to be around woke people. I don't. I want to remove myself from them. There's just life's too short. Life's too short. So here, look at it. Did you see what they just showed about? Look at freaking Eastern Tennessee. My goodness. Look at that. Oh, so here's King University. And I don't know the first thing about King University, but look at that. That is fantastic. I'm not sending my kids there, or maybe, who knows? But I mean, what I'm saying is it has a big enough community where you have stimuli. You go to see the college team. Like when we lived in Virginia, we lived in Dayton, Virginia, and our next door neighbor, they had season tickets to JMU women's basketball, but also Bridgewater College football. So we were right between Harrisonburg and Bridgewater. And I said, how awesome is that? Now, I'm not going to see women's basketball, but, going to see, minor or Division III football, it's fun, man. That's fun. Going to see, I mean, I don't mind going. Women's basketball doesn't do anything for me, but I wouldn't mind seeing women's hockey, you know what I'm saying? Or women's, I don't know. I guess that's probably pretty much it. What other sports? Volleyball. Why do women in the volleyball wear the tight pants? Doesn't make any sense. And I know what it is. I'm telling you right now. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm telling you. Somebody said, it was a man, I guarantee. He goes, we need to get this. We need to separate ourselves from the women's basketball. And so we need you ladies to wear tight shorts so you can show more skin, if you know what I'm saying. So you'd be more form fitting. I tell you, I guarantee that happens someplace because soccer is a spring sport, I guess. I don't know, but we're a winter sport, and we need to separate us, and we need more eyes on our game. So we need you to show off the font a little bit. I guarantee that happened by some committee of men to promote women's volleyball because men don't wear that tight stuff. How come women have to? Men don't. Men got something down there that's flopping all around. So you think men would be wearing the tight stuff. You see what I'm saying? But they don't. But the women do. You know why. You know why it is. And I'm surprised at how many women, would say, yeah. I mean, you do whatever you want. I don't care. But I've always said that. I said, yeah, there's something odd about that. They got to wear that. No way. How come they're not? How come the men aren't? Oh, but there's no, because people like to look at pretty girls. I get it. 100%. I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's the over sexualization of women, man. I'm telling you right now, and the reason is to appeal to men, 100%. And this is what feminism has brought. Unfortunately, what brought the feminism here was by men being clowns. All right, Jill, I said. Oh, we already missed that. Yeah, but expatriate. I don't know anything about expatriation, whatever that word is. I don't know. I mean, I got my man John who's living in Portugal or Spain, but other than that, I'm ignorant about it, Carl. I mean, I know a couple of people who've moved. I got another guy just emailed me yesterday, a client. old old Lenny Bruce, and he and his better half they're en route to Spain. And I had my man Devin lives in Mexico City. Drawing a blank his last name. Anyway, he lives in Mexico City. I've had a couple of people are moving to Mexico, but I'm just ignorant about expatriation, being an expat. I just don't know. And frankly, it's not anything that's all that interesting to me because for me, it's USA or bust, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just all there is to it. I'm not moving. They're gonna have to, they're gonna have to take me out in a box to get me to leave this country. So, um, actually, yeah, I've heard that. In fact, it's uh, my man Vino in Connecticut says they're not seeing much population growth because everyone's moving down here. I mean, you can't blame people. But I will say this person I was talking to in Northeast Georgia today, she was telling me that they do get, I think what she say, 5 or 6 inches a year or something like that of snow. And I said that's like perfect. That way it melts, but still get the ambiance of the beauty of the snow. So it's interesting. I don't know. It's all fun though. I mean, until the youngest is out, we're not doing anything. But all right. Whoa, you got registered your handguns? Well, you know what that means, Brad, is that a lot of people lost their handguns in a boating accident. Dermatological. I don't even know what a dermatological safest state to live in. I don't even know what that means. Uh, Gambier, Ohio. Not trying to be in Ohio. I mean, look, Ohio is great. I've never been there. I don't know the first thing about it, but it looks like a lot of, and that's what that sucks about the Midwest, the Upper Midwest. A lot of great little small towns. I think it's great. I love that. Walkable. You know what I'm saying? Got enough activity that it's not just strip malls like in California, but I just the clouds, man. You know what I'm saying? The clouds. Where is New Jersey? We lived in New Jersey for a couple years. I'm just curious where New Jersey follows here. And again, like my man Anthony said, um, let's see, my man Bellin College says Eric. I don't know what that is. My man Anthony says, some states it's a microclimate, so you could be one place where it's sunny and one place where it's not so sunny. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if the state is abundantly sunny, you're gonna have to find the place that's cloudy. On the other hand, if the state is cloudy, you're gonna have to find the place that, like Squim, Washington. Purportedly, that's sunny. Not what I need. I tell you, I'd be in Squim, Washington in 2 seconds flat if that was as sunny as what they say. It's not. I have clients up there, and they all say, "No, not nearly as sunny." It's sunnier, but not nearly as sunny. So let's go back to my geo arbitrage thing. All right. So here we have what did I say? Oh, New Jersey, because we lived in New Jersey for a couple of years. Now, the interesting thing with New Jersey, I think is that right there is that the Delaware River keeps a lot of the snow and even cloud cover from Philly coming over from wet eastern PA. It's very interesting, actually. So New Jersey's 33. Huh? That's interesting. Hmm. New Jersey's 33. That's weird because I don't remember my wife. Actually, let me look at something here. That's interesting because I don't remember my wife when we lived in New Jersey being all saying, it's too cloudy here. I don't remember that actually. So let's take a gander back at this. Yep. Linda says, I got spreadsheets up the wazoo. Man, I tell you, don't we all? Don't we all? All right. So where is New Jersey here? So they're saying New Jersey, 94 clear days. And this is the total hours of sun, 2,500. So 56% of the time is sunny, which I like. But again, going back to Maine is 57%. Going back to Georgia is 66%, and that's in Macon. Going back to Michigan, it was 51% in Lansing. So that's not good. Like, and then you got here, Colorado. Here's California, 3055. What was I getting ready to say? I was getting ready to say something. I forgot. What's the lowest? Yeah, so like Washington, that's okay. Washington, 2170, and that's in Seattle. All right. So if you're on the East Coast, there's gonna be more than that. Ohio, 2183. So that's Washington like, Western Washington like. That ain't gonna work. Ooh. And then you got Michigan, 2392. Ooh, that's like Washington-esque and Portland and Oregon-esque. And that's not enough for me. The interesting thing was New Jersey was only 24.99. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's gonna be trouble. That's gonna be trouble. All right. Jeremy wants to get the hell out of Maine. He's sick of the cold. It's why Maine population is nearly the same as New Hampshire. New Hampshire is less than half the size of Maine. Yeah, Jeremy's like, I'm out. I'm out of Maine, man. He's like, it's too cold there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, my man John is in Portugal. He's running that Portugal-Spain line there. And if memory serves, his wife is Spanish speaker, not like Puerto Rican or Costa Rican or Cuban or something like that. Anyway, Kirk says, I don't get what that is. Started my daughter at a Roth, praying for years. She doesn't think she needs a worthless. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, but I mean, Jeremy, all my firearms are ever going to be unregistered because I just lose them in a boating accident. I don't have a boat, so I'm not sure how I got on the boat to lose my firearms. But anyway, Bellin is a great college for nursing degrees. Okay, yeah, but then you're in Wisconsin. I think it's the same thing, right? Isn't Wisconsin going to be the same as? I mean, see, you're used to it, Eric. And all you guys up there are used to all that, but I'm not. Again, it's not for me. I mean, I was talking to so Wisconsin. Oh, Wisconsin's not bad. 24-28. Looks like Maine's better. 20. No, Maine's not. Maine's better. So anyway, I was talking to a client I was working with today. Look at all the people dropping off because of football. Gotta watch the Packers. Gotta watch the Packers. I'm gonna wear it like, oh, that's gonna start looking like Napoleon. There you go. She was saying, so she's significantly younger than her husband, and I'm 4 years older than my wife, and we're just talking, and she was saying that she'll never get remarried, and I said Charlotte will never get remarried, and of course I said, but she goes, but I don't know about him. If I die first, I said, man, that's what Charlotte says about me too. I said, I'm gonna have to get remarried because I don't know what to do with myself. And she goes, that's exactly what she said. She goes, women can get along just fine on their own. Men, not so much. I said, I completely agree. Carl is steaming right now because Carl's like, that's not true, Josh. I'm just poking you, Carl. But for me, it's 100% true, man. Women can get along fine. They don't need men. A lot of men need a lady, though. That's a fact. And not all, to each his own. But I'm just telling you, the idea of me not having a better half, like, dude, it would not be pretty. I would be back to smoking cigarettes and drinking beers in 2 seconds flat. I know that for a fact. I don't know it for a fact. I imagine I know that for a fact. I'd be back to just smoking and drinking and just not doing good stuff. Anyway, so that's so I chuckled because my wife would never get remarried. She's like, dude, freaking can't stand man. The idea of like some dude like hit on my wife like, get the hell out of here, dude. It's like that sexist Medusa commercial from I think it's Amazon or something. It's horrible. I mean, the anti-men propaganda, it freaking annoys me no end. But have you seen that where Medusa has some sunglasses on and she's at a bar with these two chicks and there's a guy who winks at this chick and she's like, yeah, and Medusa turns him to stone. I said, let's put that in different perspective. Let's make that, a drunk woman at a bar saying, hey, take me home tonight. And the guy's like, the version of Medusa says, I'm turning into a stone. You know what I'm saying? And everyone says, that's sexist. Me too. And I said, what about Sniffy Joe? Well, me too, except for him. I said, what about Bill Clinton? Yeah, me too, except for him. I said, what about Time's Up, by the way? Seems like the Time's Up thing. Me too, except for Time's Up, except for Andy Cuomo. Yeah, it's weird how the Me Too and Time's Up stuff never. Remember what they said to the Time's Up lady? Remember her? The organizer of Time's Up? She was finding dirt on the people accusing Cuomo for Time's Up. Yeah. Linda says, men can't live with them, can't shoot them. Oh, don't get started. Don't get started, Linda. We got we got a lot of stuff that we could see on women too. But this is a humorous motto, so it's all good. Yeah. Let's see. I saw Waylon lived hard but died young in a nursing home with his legs amputated. Whoa, yeah, that's not good, man. That's not good. Anti-vax march tomorrow in Washington. Washington City, the DC, or the state? Right here, West Tennessee, says Tim. Orange Beach, Alabama. Oh, yeah, dude. The problem with being right there is the hurricanes, man. You know, my wife's sister lives in Bluffton, and every freaking year, you got to pack up and evacuate. I said, that sucks, dude. Like, my brother lives in Richmond. He's like, hey, we're thinking about moving to be closer to the water. And I was like, man, the only problem with is that when you got that, just the hurricanes are always coming, and you know, some of them are anyway. Napoleon fudge. Oof. Yeah. As happy as when I smoked like a chimney and drank like a fish. You were, but everyone around you was not. That's for sure. Yeah, right here. Jeremy's lived his life as, see, that's the thing. So I was forced out of Maine when I was 14. All right. And so, and I always want to go back. I'm not going to lie to you, because the way I left, I didn't like. Jeremy's lived there his whole life, and so he can make the choice. See, I didn't make the choice. I was forced out, and I don't want to get too much. Well, I don't want to put this. My mom kicked me out. There's no other way around. I have to live with my dad in D.C. And I've always had a hole in my heart for it. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. Now, with that, does that mean you extrapolate that to a longing to live there again? You know, I don't know. I think so. I really do. Can I convince the other half to do it? I don't know. That's, you know, we'll see. That's one of the things I say, well, you know, because she likes the idea of being near water and sandy beaches. I said, look at Michigan. And she was somewhat entertaining. So, well, okay. But, you know, the cloudy stuff ain't going to work. But at the end of the day, I did take a job in Portsmouth, New Hampshire before I started this. And, you know, my boss was, she's off and on. On good days, she was freaking awesome. I literally enjoyed her immensely on good days. We were great together. On bad days, it was bad. And this is where, I hate to say it, ladies, but working with women can be hard for men. Because men are just like, you know, we punch, we fight, we get black eyes, and then we go drink beers. Women hold grudges, and I'm not even sure, like, what, it's weird too, because not just grudges are like, you did me wrong. It's just like the long memories. You know, women can never be quarterbacks. Let's put it that way. And I'm like, whoa, man. I mean, so on bad days, I can't take it. So I quit. But we went up there to look at some houses, and we saw a couple that my wife was keen on. You know what I'm saying? But she went to Boston College for a semester. So it's not like she's ignorant about up there, or a whole year, I guess. Yeah, a whole year. But my thing is, I can't live in a red and a blue community. You know, I can't live in Southern Maine. You know, it's just not gonna. I can't live in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I can't. It's got to be a red community. It has to be, because I can't take these people. I literally, I'm so over the freaking Nazis. I just don't want anything to do with them. And the way to make them not piss you off is to just segregate yourself. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, this idea that we all have to get along, and we have to get along, but we don't have to live next to each other. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't take it, man. I'm too old for this crap, and I'm too old to pretend anymore either. So I want to be around people who are like me, who just say, look, do your own thing. I'll do my thing. It's all good. But we're also going to help each other out in a bind. You know, that's perfect, man. And the libs are just, they got a freaking stick so far up their butt, they can't laugh. They got no joke skills. And they're just so scared. The world's collapsed. I was listening to somebody today. Who was that? I can't remember, but he's talking about, it was Jack Spirko. That's what it was, from the Survival Podcast. He made a good point. You're wearing your stupid face diaper, and these little kids are in school with their face diapers on, and all they're not seeing the stuff that we need to see for facial recognition. And even worse, on top of that, they're seeing the eyes that are just nothing but fear. Grown ups with fear in their eyes. So they don't see this, and they're just seeing, and this is bad. This is very, very bad. Deliberately, I might add. 100% big cabal. If you want to reduce the population out of the Georgia Guidestones, we know what to do. And this is one way to do it. We don't have to, to put people on cattle trucks. We just got to get them to stop reproducing. Scare the crap out of them, like AOC. She's so scared of climate change, she doesn't want to have children. Scare them, scare them, scare them. I'm not bringing a child into this evil, evil world. That's what they want. They want to scare us, and they're doing great. But I think some of us will escape it. The vast majority won't. And, it's almost as if you look into the good book, and you'll find what the good Lord says. I mean, he says that. You don't want to be of this world. That doesn't mean you jump off a bridge, and that doesn't mean you participate, but find your own crew. You know what I'm saying? Find your group that's self-thinking like that, and which is one of the reasons why the South is so good. I'm not trying to get the South necessarily. I love the South. I'm just, in the back of my mind, there's a hole in my heart for Maine, and I want to see if I can fill it. But I don't know if I can. I don't know. I still got 4 kids, and if they're all down here and I'm way up there, it's gonna be tough to see them. So it's all good. And a nice, I don't know, hell, I probably won't be able to board a plane because I'm not getting the stupid jab. And so they'll say, you don't have a vax passport. I say, how many boosters do you need, sister? We're on our 12th booster. Okay, well, I only got 11. Sorry, you're unvaxxed. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, all right, I guess I'll see what else is going on here. Yeah, right on, man. Brad said he wished Joe, Kamala, and Jen would wear their face diapers all the time, over their whole face too, if that makes sense. Yeah, what I'm saying. Well, it's right. Vinyl says if you don't have children, someone else will. Yeah, it's those kids will rule the world. Exactly. That's 100%, man. Is that the future belongs to those who show up. Mark Stein has been telling us that for years as Christians. I used to fall under the Muslim stuff too. I don't anymore. I got no qualms with Muslims, none at all, none. I used to, well, a lot of times. They're going to outbreed us, and there are going to. I mean, I don't know if they will continue. I don't know, but I've come to an understanding of the Abrahamic religion of Muslims that they're living their life as they see fit, and a lot of that is a lot of the ways I respect it, frankly, actually, and as a Christian. And they have a lot of similarities to us on the right wing side of things. I hate to say politically, but unfortunately, that's where we are today. As conservative Christians, we need to mimic, frankly, and be like the Muslims, because a lot of non-fearful Muslims are freaking killing it. They're killing and literally and doing wonderful, wonderful things. And unfortunately, we've been trained to think they're our enemy. Nothing could be further from the truth. But they are outbreeding and they are showing up. And more power to them. It's not like we're told we can't have children. It's not like we've been, forced off the reservation to have kids. It's our own damn fault because we followed the bread and circuses of wealth and the fear. Not look, if you're not having kids, I'm not saying that to you. I'm just not. Please don't take this wrong. But I think you can agree a good amount of society is scared crapless to have kids, and a good amount of society don't want kids. They want careers. And teach his own. But you look at the Muslims, and a lot of them are friggin' are kicking ass and taking names because they put their family first. That's all there is to it. And I got nothing but respect. Obviously, there's and every group of people, 1 to 5% of the population is nuts. So I get that. I do find it ironic that the FBI certainly has a system of allowing people who have otherwise should not come to this country into the country to do things in Colleyville, Texas, against another Abrahamic religion. And you're almost wondering, did the FBI actually dial this up and let it happen? Because that seems awful odd. Because we knew who this dude was. We know what he was about, and yet we not only allowed him in, I wonder if we actually gave him the ticket to find his way to Colleyville, Texas, to take a synagogue hostage, because we have evidence of that for other, quote, Muslim terrorists, unquote, that the FBI drove them to commit the crimes. And then as the crimes were being committed, they stood back. Crazy. All right. on my withdrawal retirement calculator video with which withdrawal rate. I like 5%, Marie. 5% and just each and every year, man. You know what I'm saying? And I say, look, 5%. I hate to say adjust for inflation because it's so trite, but it's not a 5% fix. It is 5%. If you need to adjust for inflation, like you're going to, because Sniffy Joe and Trudeau are nuts, you're gonna have to adjust it, for inflation. So I like 5% a year. If you need to tighten your belt, well, hell's bells, tighten your belt. It's just that simple. But if I'm retiring at $100,000 this year, I'm taking 5,000. I wake up January 1st next year. I say, how much do I need? Do I need 5,000 or do I need 5,200? I'm taking it again. If I wake up one year and I'm down to like $75,000 and I still got probably 25 years of life ahead of me, I'm tightening my belt. I'm going to buy freaking rice and beans as opposed to filet. And it's just that simple. And everyone knows to do this. Everyone will do this. No one's going to run out of money. No one's going to sit there and say, I took 4% a year, but I have no money left. That never happens. It will never happen because people aren't stupid in terms of their own. Remember, everyone's conservative in what they know. Everyone is. Even Biden is conservative. Well, I mean, he's a nut, but I get it. I mean, when Biden had brains, he was even conservative in what he knows. So, in what you know is how much money you have and how much you think you need. And you say, do I really need this year, given that the markets are way, way, way down, if that makes sense? And the answer is no. So you won't. It's just that simple. So when the times are good, you spend more. When the times are bad, you spend less. I would start with 5% a year and adjust each and every year according to what the portfolio did. The portfolio is kicking butts and taking names, I'm taking more. If the portfolio isn't kicking butt and taking names, I'm taking less. Unless it's debt that I have to pay, and then you don't have the ability to do that. You see what I'm saying? So 5% a year, just start and freaking have fun, man. Good almighty. Life's too short. Life's too short to drink cheap wine. All right. Come on, man. All right. So I guess we'll get out of here because oh. Most people are not fans of themselves. I'm not following you there, man. Yeah, you don't have to have respect for anybody. South African, I get it, but that's fine. I got no problem with that. You be you. Me, on the other hand, I don't think the enemy is who we think it is, and I don't think the enemy is China. By the way, I'm not. No. It's certainly not Russia. Hell, man. Friggin' every day I read more about Putin. I'm loving this guy more and more compared to our nutcases. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not Russia. Do I want to live in China? No, I want to live here in the United States. I'm never going to China. I'm never going to Russia. Would I vote for Putin? Well, if it's Putin against freaking Sniffy Joe, yeah, absolutely. Would I vote for Xi or whatever his name is? No, I still vote for Sniffy Joe over that guy. But at the end of the day, that's not the enemy. It's just not, man. I get it. It's easy to say those guys are bad. Focus our attention there so we can go to war in Ukraine or go to war in Taiwan. No, screw all that crap. What we got to do is we got to fix the cabal, and the cabal is the World Economic Forum. Those people, the cabal is BlackRock. My man said China has tentacles all over this country and around the world. Yeah, you know who else has their tentacles all over this country and around the world? Is World Economic Forum, the cabal, the globalist elite, BlackRock, all these guys. Those are not the good guys. So China is a side note. The enemy is within, and it's not Chinese Mandarin speaking citizens, for heaven's sake. I mean, are they stealing? Yes, 100%. Well, remember that guy who stole it for Israel too. So they're stealing for China, they're stealing for Israel, they're stealing all over the place. And we're selling it to China, we're selling it to our enemies. The issue is that we have worse enemies than that who can do a hell of a lot more quick damage than China. That's for damn sure. And it's happened. What I did like about Trump is he engaged in the trade war that China has been waging on us for years, thankfully. And you should. We need to fight back where the enemy is, where our opponents of economic growth are eliminating us, which is China, 100%. But that's not the enemy that's going to freaking make us speak Mandarin. Hell no. Hell no. It's so much worse than that. The evil is right in this freaking country, right here. It starts at Wall Street, no other way around that. And then it goes to Brussels. and then it goes to the Davos crowd. And these guys need to be. This is why we need a nationalist populist to come in and say we're taking back power from the global elite, and I can't wait. And Trump wasn't it, unfortunately. I mean, he seemed to, he talked a good game. He wasn't it. And it won't be anyone. It's not going to be Rand Paul. It's not going to be Kevin McCarthy. It's not going to be any of these guys. I don't know who it's going to be, but we need a nationalist populist to stand up and say, no, we're taking back power from the globe. And you're on your own, Germany. You're on your own, Austria. You big freaking clowns. You're on your own, Israel. You're on your own. Where else? All the NATO countries. Sucks to be you, but we've been carrying our weight way too long with too much blood and treasure. We're going back, and it's going to be awesome. I guarantee you I'd say different if I was a billionaire. Right on. If I was a billionaire, I'd say, yeah, don't look at me. Look at those guys. What I'm saying. Given that I'm a thousandaire, and I will never be a billionaire. And I have 4 kids that I want to see a better place than what we're leaving them. We need to focus our aggression towards where the real problems are. All right. And being debt free, like my man Ron here, Ron Bennett, way to go, brother. Anybody had to say, I cannot agree more. At the end of the day, focus on the enemy all you want, but recognize the game's already been won, man. It's already been won. Jesus died. So again, it all goes back. Don't lick that. Oh, big old knuckle. You want to come say hi? Did Jesus live? Did Jesus die? And did Jesus rise from the dead? That's it, man. The answer is yes. Well, then yes. And then we can debate the third thing. But if the third thing is true, which I unequivocally believe it is, that's all we need. All we need is Jesus. That's it. You get Jesus, you are good to go. And everyone said, but how about that? Look, man, the legalist stuff, I get it. I put my faith in Jesus. And if I put my faith in Jesus, all else will take care of itself. All right. I'm going to get out of here, my friends. I'm going to go watch the rest of this game and appreciate you all and being debt free and being with Jesus. Tough to beat. But that doesn't mean you hate on people. It just means you recognize who is coming for your girls. Sniffy Joe, lock up your girls. All right. We'll see you later, guys. Thanks, man. All right. Bye-bye.